information. Did you know that before a movie is released, it has to be edited? Someone actually takes all of that footage that's shot and cuts out parts in order to put together the movie that we see on the screen. You see, if we kept everything in that the director had shot, the movie would be too long and it wouldn't make sense. We need to allow God to make edits in our lives. We have to be willing to let go of the things that get in the way of us getting closer to God. In today's Bible story, we meet a tax collector named Zacchaeus. Now, Zacchaeus is not very popular because he's always collecting money for the Romans, and he frequently steals money as well. And so once Jesus comes to town, and there's all this commotion, and naturally Zacchaeus is very curious. So he goes outside to see what's going on. Now Zacchaeus was a short man, so he had to climb a tree to see Jesus. And as Jesus is going through the crowd, he calls out to Zacchaeus, "Zacchaeus, come down, take me to your house." Zacchaeus comes down and takes Jesus to his house to eat. And as he's having a conversation with Jesus, something in his heart changes. He not only gives half of his money to the poor, but he also says that he's going to return all the money that he stole. Zacchaeus realized that there were things in his life that needed to be edited. And so let's learn a little more about this story and what it means to be willing to let God remove things from our lives. Are you ready? Lights, camera, action.
Oh, hey, how are ya? My name is Papa, Paparazzi. I'm Italian, and I love the meatballs. Anyway, today we are going to talk about the editing process. Anytime you shoot a movie, you will have a lot of extra footage that needs to be edited. That means it gets cut out of the movie. We all have stuff in our lives that needs to be removed. We have to allow God to edit our lives. Now, my friends, the Mighty Mitts, are going to tell you about a really short guy named Zacchaeus. He had an encounter with Jesus, and it changed his life forever. Check it out.
Mighty Mitch, Zacchaeus, take one.
Well, my name is Zacchaeus. I'm a tax collector. I've been doing it for a long time. And, one day I'm working in my office, and I hear all this noise outside. So I look out the window, and I see the hundreds and hundreds of people. So I walk out there, and I go, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you talking about? What's going on?" They said Jesus was coming. I said, "Who's he?" They said he heals, he sets people free, he saves people. But I'm a short guy, and I couldn't see. So I climbed up into a tree. I was checking it out, seeing what was going on. Jesus comes over to me and says, "Zach, I'm going to your house for dinner. What are we eating?" And I told him we were having burritos, and he was cool with that. So I'm sitting down with Jesus eating dinner, and I just felt really bad for all the bad things I've done. You know, as a tax collector, sometimes I kind of change the numbers. I charge people too much, and I keep that extra money. So I told Jesus I wasn't going to do that anymore, and I was going to give back anything that I had stolen, and I was going to honor him for the rest of my life. Now, sometimes when you're around Jesus, you realize there's things in your life that got to go away, and that's what happened to me. Well, I got to go. Tax day's coming. Got to get everything ready, and I promise to be honest. Okay. See ya.
Now that was amazing. Now, I want to teach you the main point. It's the main theme of our lesson, and it goes like this. We need to be willing to let God remove things from our lives. Okay? And you do it with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We need to be willing to let God remove things from our lives. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. We need to be willing to let God remove things from our lives. Good job. Well, I got to go snap a few shots, okay? I'll see ya.
So today we're going to be talking about a guy named Zacchaeus. Now Zacchaeus was like a little guy, kind of like a midget or something. He was short, you know? And he was like a tax collector. But he wasn't really, nice to people. He was dishonest. He would take their money. He would take too much money. You know what I mean? So a lot of people didn't like him. And one day he hears all this commotion outside. He goes outside and he sees all these people gathered around Jesus. So he climbs up into a tree and he looks down at them, because he was so short. He was shorter than me, you know what I mean? And that's short. Because I'm only 8 weeks old. This guy was really short. So he looks down at Jesus and Jesus looks up at him and he goes, "Hey, I'm going to your house tonight. You better have some good food." So Zacchaeus gets down, and he makes some food for Jesus. And while he's talking to him, Zacchaeus begins, to repent, to ask for forgiveness for all the bad things he did, Kind of, being with Jesus helps you to get your life right. Hey, if I was with Jesus right now, I'd probably, cut out a lot of things too, like crying in the middle of the night, and screaming for my passy. And screaming at my mom because she hasn't changed my diaper in 2 hours. You know what I mean? And, as a baby, sometimes I'm a little selfish. When I'm hungry, I start crying. And, when I got a boo-boo in my shorts, I start crying. I'm kind of selfish, I need to probably not be that way. So, Mom! I'm hungry!
Feel the wonder, say his name. Watch the darkness slip away. Put your power on display. Say goodbye to fear and shame. We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. Move right now. We want you. We want you right now. Send revival to this place. Signs and wonders in his name. We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. Move right now. We want you. We want you right now.
He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful.